Hey guys, Brian the Shaving Geek here with another episode of my Shave of the Day, and trying to get caught up on my Shave of the Day videos. This actually was today's Shave of the Day, so actually getting the video done on the day that I did the shave. Had actually a much better shave today than I did yesterday, and part of that was obviously I hadn't gone 4 days without shaving, so I didn't have the longer beard, which anytime I do that, that first pass usually is a little bit uncomfortable, regardless of the razor that I use, regardless of the razor blade combination I use. For me, a longer beard is definitely just lends itself to a more uncomfortable shave. And that's probably the true with most anybody, but at least it is for me. For my products today, though, I again, another opportunity to use another new soap, one that I got off of my brother. It's kind of funny. I got him into the hobby, and now he's corrupting. I don't know what corrupting me, but I'm spending more money because of him. And his wife is upset at me, and I think my wife is upset at him. So yeah, there's a lot of hate to go around because we're loving this hobby. But anyhow, for my brush today, I went with this again. I just love this brush, this EverReady 150 with this Nathan Clark Ubersoft knot. But it didn't perform as well today as it did yesterday. And I think in part it's because of the size, or maybe I would say the size of the container. Not sure I really loaded it as much as I should have. And well, I do think maybe the size of the container contributed to it. My head really wasn't in the game today, just being honest. My thoughts were elsewhere, and so I'm not really quite sure that I loaded the brush enough. I started lathering my face, and it was so thin that I actually went back to the puck, which is something I don't normally do. And it's not something that's not a problem that I've ever had with this brand of soap. But I've always used the bigger tubs of this soap, and usually I do pay a little bit more attention to how long I load. I usually try to load just about everything, the exception being some of the softer soaps like Katie's Bubbles, Dr. John's, but anything else, I am usually about 30 seconds on the puck is usually where I'm at, to make sure I get a good load on the brush. And so I'm not really quite sure that I got there today. The first pass, I finally was able to generate a good lather. Second pass, definitely thinned out quite a bit. Not going to blame it on the brush. I think it was user error, but that's just what happened. For my razor today, I did get out another single edge razor. This is the GemFeatherweight? Yes. GemFeatherweight. And this actually is a great shaver to me. And what really surprises me, I have here the razor that I used yesterday. This is the bullet tip Micromatic. This razor has so much heft. It has a lot of heft, and it really feels nice in the hand to me. And it feels like this would provide a great shave. This, on the other hand, lives up to its name. Featherweight, and it is very light. Got this plastic, I think it's a plastic handle. I don't even think it's Bakelite. Plastic handle. And just very light when compared to this. And so, in my mind, this isn't going to provide a great shave. It's the same way I felt when I got my Gem Junior. I almost tossed the Gem Junior because I thought, light, no weight, you can't follow the recommendation that everybody has and let the weight of the head do the shaving. It's going to be a bad shaver. I still like my Gem Junior better. But this is a phenomenal shaver for me. I absolutely enjoy this. The really weird thing is to me is that the blade gap on this, it's very mild, as maybe a little bit more than the Gem Micromatic, or the Bullet Tip Micromatic. But for some reason, for me, I get a much better shave out of this. I get a much better shave, a much more comfortable shave out of the Gem Junior than I do from that Bullet Tip Micromatic, and I don't understand why. But it is what it is. That has been my experience. Using the exact same blades in both. These are the American Safety Razor Company generic drugstore blades, nothing fancy schmancy. And this one I think is on shave 5. The one yesterday might have been on shave 2. You know, so why don't I get a good shave, as good of a shave out of this bad boy as I do with this or my Gem Junior? I don't understand it. Can't figure it out. But I just know that I get a much better shave out of this. Still like the Gem Junior quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit more. A little bit more than I like this featherweight. But man, I love this featherweight. I picked it up for $2 at a junk shop. And love it. Absolutely love it. If you haven't tried single edge razors, I highly recommend you try them out. And for me, the lighter razors have been my better shavers. The Gem Junior and this featherweight have been great for me. So on to my soap. Today I was able to try out a new soap. Now I've tried this Artisan before, Tiki, but this is Amanda's Go West scent. And the way it's described, it's leather coupled with classic barber shop scent. And that's one of the things I love about Tiki, is that the scent description is right there. So, you know, she's got these great scent names, Go West, and I've got North Shore. But then, you know, to kind of help you understand what you're going to be getting or what you should be picking up on, there's that description. So I open it up and I take a sniff. Whew. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It says with classic barbershop scent. I don't get a bit of barbershop scent at all. Not one little bit. To me, what this smells like, whew, is I have walked into the Wilson leather store in a mall. That's what it smells like. And the funny thing was, I bought this off my brother. My brother's into the barbershop scents. He loves barbershop scents. And that's why he bought this. And he sold it to me because he couldn't pick up the barbershop scent either. And his description of it is exactly what I said. It's like walking into Wilson's leather shop in the mall and just getting that wonderful smell of leather. So if you enjoy that, you're going to like Go West. This is the most leathery shaving soap that I have smelled today, and I can't figure out, I don't know how you could make anything smell more like leather than a Wilson leather shop. And so in that regard, Amanda nailed it. Now, I am used to Tiki, and this is the vegan formula. I am used to Tiki lathering with no issue. I'm used to a great post-shave feel with Tiki. And honestly, today, I didn't get a great lather. And to me, I am not sure if this is a smaller container versus the bigger one. This is the 4-ounce container versus the 8-ounce, which is that big honking one. So I don't know if that, or just my head not being in the game and not loading my brush enough is what contributed to it. But I just didn't get as great of a lather today as I normally do. So definitely, I think it was user error. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think I messed up. But this brush has never let me down. Tiki, in the past, as I've used it, and I've used a number of different products from Tiki, both the vegan and the tallow-based formulas, I've never had an issue. So, not sure. But on the scent side, the scent strength on this is great, and which is something I've had problems with Tiki in the past, not being kind of a strong enough scent. No issue whatsoever with this Go West. Great punch of leather right in the kisser, and just need to figure out how to get it to load better, and I think I'll be in good shape. Finally, there's nothing else I can pair with this besides Tombstone. This is just a manly aftershave. Whew, oh my goodness, I love this. I love this stuff. I mean, it is one of my absolute favorite scents. And, Ryan Stephen Green described it as being slapped in the face by every spaghetti western ever made. I thought it was hysterical when he used that description. Once I smelled it, I understood it. There's no way I can top that. The only thing I can say is it's the manliest scent I think I have in my den. And I've jokingly said before that Chuck Norris wore it one time and decided he wasn't man enough to rock the Tombstone. So love the stuff, great scent, and it really made for a great shave today. I only went 2 passes, got DFS, maybe even DFS minus. Wasn't a perfect shave, but it was an enjoyable shave. And compared to yesterday where I had some irritation and all of that stuff going on, you know, I wanted to kind of clean up my face because I didn't get a very good close shave yesterday, but I also didn't want to abuse my face either. And so I felt like I really accomplished my goal today when with this shave. So that was what I used today. I enjoyed it, and you know, if you're interested in a leather scent, definitely check out that Go West. You know, it's you're not going to get anything more leather than that. This is Brian the Shaving Geek reporting live from my shave den, wishing you a lifetime of happy shaves. Have a great day, everybody.